Yeah, so it's Jason Madore, Jasonmadore, and I'm the lieutenant and troop commander for the Maine State Police, Troop C, stationed in Skowhegan. Yeah. So on July 27th at approximately 10:30 a.m., the Wilton Police Department stopped a vehicle on Route 2 in the town of Wilton, where Derell Guy, 34 years of age, from Lynn, Massachusetts, was a passenger in the vehicle. Guy, who was wanted on a criminal arrest warrant out of Massachusetts for armed robbery and murder, fled on foot and remained at large overnight. At 11:30 this morning, the Maine State Police received credible information of a confirmed sighting that Guy was behind a residence on Earth Way in the town of Carthage. Mutual law enforcement agencies immediately responded and saturated the area. After a brief canine track with the Maine State Police tactical team, Guy was located at approximately 1 p.m. and taken into custody without incident or injury. He was located on the Winter Hill Road in Carthage, approximately 6 miles from where he was initially stopped. Guy has currently been transported to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, where the U.S. Marshal Service will be charging him with being a fugitive from justice, and Guy will await extradition from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This operation was truly a combined effort from the Maine State Police, the Maine Warden Service, Maine Forestry Service, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Wilton Police Department, Farmington Police Department, the Department of Corrections, U.S. Border Patrol, U.S. Marshal Service, the Maine State Police Tactical Team, and the Maine State Police Crisis Negotiation Team. We would truly like to thank the members within the surrounding communities for their continued support and ongoing information that was provided to us yesterday and throughout the night and this morning.
Was he hiding out somewhere?
So yes, he was located or seen behind a residence off of Earth Way on the wood line.
We were told that he was staying at this Rocky Mountain Terrain Park. Is that the property?
It abuts the property, but yes, we did have information prior to yesterday that he had been staying there.
Has he been in Maine for a couple months?
We don't know that at this time.
We also heard a report that sometime within the time where he jumped out of the car and his apprehension that he had pulled a gun on somebody. Is that any truth to that?
That is not correct.
So was he in one of these cabins when the dog went? Explain, I guess, how they pinpointed him.
So he was on the back side of the property, and when the homeowner came home, he noticed that Guy was actually out back of the wood line, and had a brief conversation with him. Guy fled into the woods, and then we immediately responded to the area, set up a perimeter, and then started saturating the air with other local law enforcement, and to include state, county, and federal agencies.
Was that John Steele?
John Steele is the owner of the Rocky Mountain Terrain Park.
And did he know about this guy and his history? And
he was aware of who Guy was, but no, we don't have any knowledge that he was aware of the extraditable warrant out of Massachusetts.
From the time you guys started setting up on Route 2, that area that you were searching in, and to the time you captured him, how long was that?
From today or yesterday? Today, so we got the call right around 10:30 this morning. We captured him at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Any idea what he was doing up in this area specifically? Was he specifically looking to find rescues, or?
So we're going to continue with that investigation and try to question him to figure out what he was doing in Maine, but we don't have that information right now.
we heard also that he had been here for what may have been as much as a month, and that local people knew of him and didn't know his history. Is that accurate?
That is accurate, yes.
How many people would you say were involved in all of this?
For our law enforcement community, I would say anywhere between 75 to 80 law enforcement officers. And the community obviously was a huge help to us, calling in, giving us tips, potential sightings, whatnot, offering up information of camps, outbuildings, things like that. They were willing for us to search and
Was
looking
he
for
armed,
him.
and did he say anything to you?
So he hasn't said anything to us, and he was not armed at the time of his apprehension.
We saw you guys kind of stationed up at the Fish and Game Association area today, and the folks there said that you guys were using their restroom and they provided water and things like that. Is that something typical of the community to get in on a manhunt like this and help you guys out?
Very much so. You know, community outreach, having a community organized policing within the area, and kudos to the Sheriff's Department, kudos to Wilton PD and all the local agencies in the area. You know, the community at large, we have their support. They came out in numbers to support us, whether it be shelter, food, water, and information.
Is there any indication that the folks that knew he was here knew that he was a wanted person and were helping hide him?
No, we don't have any information on that. I can tell you that the public was very helpful once we put out the warrant or the information over social media. The public was very eager to help us out and try to locate him.
As far as the arrest, was he arrested without incident, you would say?
He was arrested without incident and or injury.
When will he go back?
So there'll be a legality process that we'll go through with the courts for his extradition, but the U.S. Marshal Service is charging him with being a fugitive from justice. So he'll have to answer the charges here, and then there'll be a judicial process that we'll go through to get him extradited back to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Within days?
I don't have that information. That would be up to the District Attorney's Office.
Was Massachusetts law enforcement involved in this search at all?
They were not involved in the search, but they did provide credible information. We were in constant contact with them as far as information that we needed to help with the search up here in Maine.
Just to clarify again, so was he hiding in a cabin on this property, or was he out and about in the open?
So he was out and about in the open on the backyard by the wood line when he was seen by the homeowner. And if there are no further questions, I'll open it up to the sheriff if you want to make a comment, or Chief Wilton PD.
I would say thank you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the help of all the agencies. In a very small town like ours, we are dependent upon our partnering agencies to help us in a circumstance like this. We're also dependent on the goodwill of the folks in the community and the help, and honestly of the press too, because you're the ones who put it out there for us and got some of those tips coming in. So I'm grateful to all the people around us, and I'm especially grateful that he has been apprehended safely and without incident. Thank you.
I just want to reiterate what's already been said regarding help from the public. There's a lot of anxiety out there for the past 24 hours, and there's been a lot of communication back and forth with all three agencies, and we've been communicating with folks and just basically keeping them updated to keep their anxiety levels down. And in kind, they've been very good getting back to us with information, up-to-date information. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it wasn't. But, we couldn't do this job without the help of the public. We couldn't solve a thing, and this is just one more example of that. And I also want to give kudos one more time to the tactical unit for the job they did, carrying all that heavy equipment in this hot weather. It was really a tough job, and we are very fortunate in a county like ours to have these resources available to us, and we appreciate all the state police brought to bear during this entire event.
Are there any other questions?
Talk about who made the arrest. Was it a tactical team? Was it a group of combined officers?
Yeah, it was a group of the Maine State Police tactical team operators with the assist of a tactical team K9 that made the arrest.
Was there a plane flying around looking for him as well?
There was. So we had the Maine Warden Service was out with their fixed wing, the Maine State Police Air Wing was out with their fixed wing, and also Maine Forestry Service was here with their helicopter.
Were they actually able to pinpoint him and tell him where he was going?
No, they were not. So their job is to circle around the area in case we did get a visual on him, that they could try to get a visual from the sky and do that exact same thing as related ground units where he was running.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, thank you very much for your time. Again, thanks for all the help as well. Thank you.